Robert Ripley traveled all over the world, finding all kinds of differently weird people, like the people who did their hair up with coffee beans, or the man who kept his arms over his head for 20 years, or the man with double pupils in each eye. In 1890, in Santa Rosa, California, on Christmas Day, Robert Ripley was born. Robert Ripley was a funny-looking guy. He played semi-pro baseball but quit in 1908 to draw cartoons. He moved to New York in 1912, worked for the New York Globe as a comic artist and sports writer. He took his first trip to Europe in 1914. He married Beatrice Roberts in 1919, but they separated after not too long. Robert Ripley's first cartoon was titled Champs and Chumps. This helped start Ripley's Believe It or Not. Robert Ripley was originally sent traveling to find weird sports. Robert Ripley took his first trip around the world in 1922. After that, he published his first travel journal. In 1929, Ripley was asked to create Ripley's Believe It or Not. Ripley's Believe It or Not has been published in over 200 newspapers. Those newspapers were in over 40 countries and in over 20 different languages. In 1930, Robert Ripley's radio show started, and it lasted for 14 years. He visited 201 countries. Eventually, the radio show started to be done on-site wherever Ripley was traveling. Sometimes his radio show was even broadcasted from underwater. After a trip to Asia in 1932, Robert Ripley opened his first auditorium in Chicago. In 1936, he was voted the most popular man in America. He was said to be more well-known than the president. In 1940, Robert Ripley quit traveling so that he could do World War II charity work. In 1949, Robert Ripley started a television show for Ripley's Believe It or Not, which was filmed at his mansion on Long Island. On the set of his 13th episode, he died from heart failure. Ripley's books, Ripley's comics, and Ripley's TV shows are all still made today, even after 90 years. The Fiji mermaid that Ripley found was proven to be a fake. Proven to be really good taxidermy, but it's still unbelievable that people believed that it was real for that long, so it still belongs at Ripley's. Robert Ripley had a huge car collection, but couldn't drive. Robert Ripley lied about the year that he was born in, so when he died, the newspaper said he was 55 when he died, when he was really 58. The phrase, believe it or not, didn't even exist before Ripley's. Most of Ripley's friends called him his own greatest believe it or not. Ripley's favorite place to travel was China.
Believe it or not.